Oh, Hamtaro, you're gonna activate me like a sleeper cell, Kyle.
We're entering our flop era.
Shit's bleak out here. All right.
18 plus. Who wants to get milked?
It's kind of quality we have here at Debate This.
I need the edge. I need what the raw, unfiltered internet can bring you.
This is probably only going to be the third or fourth dumbest thing I've said today.
That's for nobody.
Just out there raw dogging the internet.
Way more hog than I expected.
It's about as much hog as I anticipated.
This is going to be one of those episodes, isn't it?
Here comes the cow. Here comes the cow.
All right, let's get this over with so we can play Magic.
Hello, and welcome to Debate This, the show where no one is right, but someone is definitely wrong. In this show, we take time out of our busy adult lives to talk about comic books, video games, and how comic book movies are so back, baby.
We're so back.
We're so back, you guys.
so back.
We're so back.
At least, so I've been told. I haven't actually watched either of the new ones yet.
People are saying.
The people are saying we're so back. Yeah,
We're the most back we've been since the last time we were back. I tell you what.
Yeah.
Oh, God. We haven't been back in a minute.
It's certainly not Jover anymore.
It's so hasn't been over since the last time it was so over.
Yeah.
And we're definitely back.
Yeah, you guys have all watched Fantastic Four and Superman.
Yeah. Good.
And we're back.
We're back.
I'm watching
we're
one
back.
of them tomorrow.
We're
is
back
my
a dinosaur movie.
I would say
back
one
a
of those
dinosaur
two,
movie.
I walked away being like, this was amazing. And the other one, I walked away being like, that was fun.
Hard agree.
It was, Superman and Fantastic. Superman is definitely better than Fantastic Four, but they're still both very, very good.
Yeah. A sentence that I don't think you could have paid me to say for the last 20 years. But I think
No.
Superman is way better than Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
No one could have paid anyone to give flattery to a Fantastic Four movie since the first one. The first one with Eon Gruffudd.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Who just had a baby,
Just had a baby.
which is, just
Baby?
wild, or is having a baby.
Well, yeah, man, that's what the whole movie was about.
Yeah, right?
Anyway, what are we talking about?
Yeah, today, guys, it's time for another flavor text intended to tap into a bit of nostalgia.
Are we doing a flavor text on Eon Gruffled?
We're doing a flavor text on Eon Gruffled. I'm assuming that's the Mr. Fantastic from the first Fantastic
That is
Four
the Mr.
movie.
Fantastic Four.
Because I know it's not Michael Chiklis or
it's not
Chris
the guy
Evans
from
or
Nip Tuck.
Jessica Alba.
The guy from Nip Tuck just passed away, actually.
The guy from Nip Tuck
yeah.
was Dr. Doom in that. No, so this flavor text today comes to us from Butt Thwomp Nation citizen Kyle, the other Kyle, last name redacted. Same one who commissioned our last flavor text about oh my god, a thing I did and completely forgot about in that time.
Zelda?
Zelda, the one who
Could've been
commissioned
Zelda.
our Zelda flavor text. Today's flavor text has a history that traces back to the Silver Age of comics. I think it is part of the reason at least two of the hosts are so enamored with comic book properties in general. Myself and Matt being the two that I'm including here. But today we're going to be focused on this property's early 2000s animated entry. I am, of course, talking about Teen Titans. It's a Teen Titans flavor text. And I could not be more excited to tell anyone who hasn't watched this show about this incredibly influential animated series.
I am so excited to be here. I have not gone back to Teen Titans in an incredibly long time, and I've just been itching for a reason. So let's do it, man.
Matt, I'm
My
excited.
reason is you.
I'm excited to tell you that all 65 episodes are on Amazon.
Is that where they are?
That's
Oh,
where they
man.
are. And
I tried to
it
find
holds
them.
up.
You're going to talk about this, I'm sure. I tried to find them on Max because that's where the DC stuff lives. Teen Titans Go.
Teen Titans
on
Go
Max.
is on Max.
All 300 episodes
All
of Teen Titans Go.
3,000 episodes of Teen Titans Go.
Is Teen Titans the avatar of Cartoon Network?
Ooh.
Probably.
I would
No.
definitely...
No, Steven Universe, I think, is the avatar of Cartoon Network. Teen Titans Teen Titans paved the way for, I think, Avatar and Steven Universe and Adventure Time.
Codename Kids Next Door, I think, might also earn its way onto that list.
It's pretty good.
Codenames Kid Next Door is also, I would say, about the same time as this too. Both paving the way here. But let me introduce my hosts here, because I can't do this alone. So today I am joined by Matt Mad Mod Cole, Todd Mumbo Thomas, and Andrew Killer Moth Henderson.
Sick. My favorite commander deck.
I am to assume that these are bad guys.
Yeah, these are like the smaller villain of the wiki type villains.
Sure. Got it.
Yeah.
Killer Moth, we don't talk enough about Killer Moth. I tell you,
Killer Moth being an anthropomorphic Mothman. Mumbo being a silly magician, stage magician turned villain, voiced by Mr. SpongeBob himself, Tom.
Of course. On a scale of
Kenny?
1, Tom Kenny. Yeah. On a scale of 1 to Mumbo Jumbo, what is Mumbo?
Mumbo Jumbo is like his magic phrase. He says Mumbo Jumbo like 80 times in that episode before some silly magic occurs. And then Mad Mod is a British man who dresses like a beetle and does illusion-y things. This is a silly show that is also incredible and awesome, and I can't wait to talk about it. So let's get into it. So Teen Titans, the 2005 animated show, is based on the DC property of the same name. This is a superhero team of teenaged superheroes, often the teen counterparts to like the main villain. So like Robin to Batman, Aqualad to Aquaman, etc., etc. And this team up first appeared in the 1964 in The Brave and the Bold issue 54.
That is honestly kind of wild to me. If you told me Teen Titans was invented for Cartoon Network, I would have believed you.
I thought forever it was a like late 70s, early 80s thing until today when I actually needed to put a date to the first appearance and found this. Wow. The original lineup was Robin, Kid Flash, Aqualad, and Wonder Girl. And then later added in the 1970 like official run, the team picked up Speedy or Red Arrow, Lilith or Omen is that character's name, Hawk and Dove, Guardian, Cave Boy,
Cave
Boy
with the power of cave.
Cave Boy's kind of a Vandal Savage type character. He's a caveman, but lives in our time, and that means he is a superhero for some reason. Also on this added at this time were Duella Dent, who you might remember from our one Data Villain episode.
That was yours, right?
Yeah, the Joker's daughter.
We can fix her.
We can fix her. Bumblebee, Batgirl, and Beast Boy round out the like.
Oh, Alicia Silverstone was in this?
Early, yeah. Alicia Silverstone, Batgirl. Teen Titans will end and be rebooted and revived multiple times between 1970 and today. But the core idea remains the same. It's a team of teen/young DC heroes.
Definitely not the Young Avengers.
Definitely not the Young Avengers.
Or Young Justice.
Sometimes they go by. Sometimes they just go by the Titans after a majority of them age out of teenage years into young 20-somethings.
The Yopros.
The Yopro
Titans. Actually, Matt has a really good point. So so maybe you're going to get to this, Kyle, so you can tell me to shut up. But like, how does this stack up? How is this different from Young Justice?
Young Justice is a Teen Titans show by a different name. It's just it's
its own thing.
It's its own thing. Young Justice is its own continuity that just kind of like is a pastiche of a bunch of different story arcs, kind of in the way the MCU is often a pastiche of big story arcs. Young Justice is kind of its own thing. Teen Titans, the show, is also its own thing, but with Teen Titans Go being part of that continuity, has a bit bigger, is like big enough that it's its own whole continuity now, because Teen Titans Go has 300 episodes, as we talked about. The series was canceled in 2006. Teen Titans Go, a spin-off / like comedy, aged down comedy version of this show, was launched in, I actually did not look this up,
2010, I think.
I feel like it was later, but I could be wrong. 2013. Teen Titans Go was launched. Teen Titans Go is Teen Titans 2005 was known for having a like story arc that played out in its Monster of the Week episodes. Teen Titans Go is almost exclusively individual episodes that you do not need to watch in any order, and is a mashup of like normal silly cartoon, superhero cartoon, and like sketch comedy show. It got a lot of hate, and it's not as good as Teen Titans 2005. It's also not as bad as everyone older than the target demographic would lead you to.
And anyone who grew up with Teen Titans like our age is probably like, this is dumb.
Yeah. I think that's pretty. I think that sums it up. Like that's how I view it. Like it's not great, but it's not as bad as everyone wants to dunk on it.
Yeah.
I distinctly remember a time, the dark age of like when Netflix and streaming was like really getting off the ground, when like every basic cable network was just like running reruns, and like Cartoon Network was 20 hours a day, just Teen Titans Go.
Nickelodeon was 18 hours of SpongeBob every day. MTV was showing
ridiculousness,
20 hours of ridiculousness all day. Teen Titans Go was that show for Cartoon Network at that time. So the animated show Teen Titans aired on Cartoon Network in May of 2005, 2005.
2005, like everyone
2005, like, you know how we all say it. The episodes which would originally air on Cartoon Network and then run on Kids WB on like a 2 or 3 month delay. It was produced by Warner Brothers Animation, who did like Static Shock, Batman the Animated Series, Justice League. But this is the first DC Warner Brothers Animation collab that wasn't explicitly a part of that DC animated universe continuity. It calls the occasional homage to it, but is decidedly like separate and not a part of that continuity. A large reason for this, and a large reason for the show's creation and popularity, is that it is the first DC Warner Brothers Animation collab that is also inspired and based on like children's shonen anime, following the popularity of Pokemon, Digimon, Zatch Bell, Hamtaro, etc.
Hamtaro. You're going to activate me like a sleeper cell, Kyle. Oh my God.
This
wasn't ready.
The early 2000s, Western animation was getting its ass kicked by anime. Just anything anime would just dominate the ratings. So this is kind of an early success in trying to claim some of that back by aping its style. Both for the to copy the popularity of it, and because shonen anime has a lot of techniques to reduce the cost of animation, which is always something networks and producers are trying to do. So it did so quite successfully. this is very much a kids Y7 rated show. I was reminded when I fired up the first season, not in a bad way, but just good to keep in mind as the show goes on. Ideas are boiled down to their simplest concept. The quote I have here from one of the writers of the show is that it was really important to me that little kids watching this could identify with the characters. The minute you start this is specifically on why none of the characters use their secret identities in the show. So it's the minute you start giving them secret identities, then kids can't project themselves onto the characters anymore. And that was important to me. It's
interesting.
They ditched the secret identities so the characters could be more iconic. Like, oh, there's a robot guy, there's an alien girl, there's a witch girl, there's a shape-changing boy, etc., etc. They wanted it really clean. They wanted it like, he throws out Star Trek, the original series, as an example where like you have the racism episode, you have the mind control episode. They wanted that, but for superheroes and kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of like what I meant by like, is this Avatar? Like that part of it definitely feels like Avatar, the Last Airbender.
Yeah. The show would run for 5 seasons, really over 65 episodes, and a standalone straight-to-cable movie. Trouble in Tokyo is that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Rugrats Go to Paris episode.
The anime inspiration is driven home in its theme song, which I had you guys watch before the episode. A fun little fact about the theme song, which we'll put somewhere in this episode, is that two versions were recorded and are used over the course of the show. A version with English lyrics and a version with anime lyrics, with Japanese lyrics. And the English lyrics are used to open episodes that fit with like the larger season arc, and the Japanese lyrics are used on episodes that are more standalone or silly or don't tie back into the larger season arc.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's fun.
So if you go back
I fully assumed that it was going to be like the English version was for WB Kids, and the Japanese version was for Cartoon Network.
No, it actually like denotes something about what you're about to watch. So if you decide to watch this afterwards and are like, I don't want to watch 65 episodes of a kid's show, you can skip the
anime
episodes.
Openings or the Japanese openings are the filler episodes.
The Japanese openings are the filler episodes.
Rules.
Yeah,
that's really funny.
God, that theme song goes so hard.
The theme song goes so hard that the artists who recorded it spun that into their very own Cartoon Network show as well. Hi Puffy Yami-Yumi is
really
happened because the Puffy Yami-Yumi are the artists who recorded it. And eventually Cartoon Network gave them their own show.
That rips.
That's really cool. One thing watching the opening reminded me really well is how good this show does with color design.
Yes.
Yeah.
Color design.
I really like that in like kids programming in particular. Like it goes back to like the Ninja Turtles, right? Like Donatello was always purple, Raphael is always red. Like I always enjoy when each character has like a defining color. Mm-hmm. And they like really lean into it, and it parses things out. Like it's very like it clicks the brain in a very like primitive way.
This show does so well at you leaning into like the tropes of its characters to drive home, I would say, heavier themes than a Y7 show, while keeping it explicitly Y7 as well. And it walks that line so well that the show just still holds up today, and it's great.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah. I'm gonna breakdown of how the rest of this episode will go. I'm gonna do a quick run through of the characters you should know, heroes and villains, and then we'll take a break and we'll come back and do each series arc, basically, covering the 5 seasons and what story gets told. Also, I should have mentioned this at the top. There is an Imgur link. It will be linked in the show notes. We have covered Image 1, which is the cover of Brave and the Bold 54, and Image 2, which is just the 05 animated show, like title card logo-esque promotional image. Which brings us up to number 3, who is our first character we're going to talk about, Robin.
Promo image is kind of breaking my brain. I don't remember Cyborg being that big compared to everyone else.
Yeah, it's not.
Must have been like
he's not that big in that. Yeah. It's a cartoon. Physics are at play a lot.
I do remember Cyborg being like significantly bigger than everybody else.
Bigger, but everyone else is like small and gangly.
He's bigger. He's not carrying all 5 on his back bigger, but he is the heavy of the group.
He's not Appa.
He's not Appa. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So first, Image 3, we have Robin. It's Batman's sidekick, Robin. Is voiced by Scott Menville. He's the kind of unnamed leader of the Teen Titans. He is a martial artist, an acrobat. He does tech things.
Cool.
He's Batman. He's Batman, but a kid.
But Robin.
And to fit him into like an archetype here, he's the cool kid. He's the kid he's the rich, cool kid who's too cool for everything. A thing this show does that I like is that no one stands alone in any of the like tropes you can divvy out. So like Robin is one of 2 tech people on the team. Cyborg is like one of 2 heavies on the team.
Okay.
Beast Boy is one of 2 like silly characters on the team. They all overlap in some way, which makes for easier storytelling and like easier to follow stories, because you don't need to put Robin in every episode to have someone be able to hack open a electronic lock or something.
It lets you always have an A and a B plot.
Yes.
Yeah,
exactly. Moving on from there, we have Starfire, voiced by Hayden Walsh. Starfire is an alien. Tamaranian is the alien species she is from. So she does things like she'll mix up idioms and eat weird food, and is generally like doesn't get the social graces of everyone else, and is constantly saying like, back on my planet we do this, and everyone's like, that's weird, Starfire. She flies, she has super strength, she shoots these green energy beams. She's basically Superman of the group. She's one of 2 heavies of the group. And her personality is as the bubbly kind of ditzy one, or the cheerleader one. She's the popular girl, the pretty popular girl, and is great. They're all great. I love all these characters. Moving on to our next image, we have Cyborg, voiced by Carrie Payton. He's a robot guy. He's got cyborg parts. He's the other heavy of the group. He's the other tech guy of the group. He has a Inspector Gadget quality to him, where he is always, a panel is always opening up to the exact tool they need to solve the job. He,
looks like a blue popsicle.
He does look like a blue popsicle, somewhat. he's kind of the jock. He's kind of a car guy. Season 1 had a good amount of like body horror in it. From the episodes I watched, where like there's there's one episode where he fights another like alien or robot guy, and he like makes his robot parts fall off, and you see a lingering shock of him like staring at the stump of his arm where his robot arm fell off. And like there's another plot where a different robot guy wants to get rid of all his imperfect human parts, and we deal with that horror, what that means, which I found surprisingly heavy for a Y7 show at the time. He has the he has the catchphrase "booyah" when he does something good.
He does have the catchphrase "booyah."
Yeah. Next in our Imgur list, we have Raven, voiced by Tara Strong. She does occult, magic, and psychic things.
I don't think I realized that Raven was Tara Strong.
Yeah.
I mean, I shouldn't be surprised, but like I just didn't realize.
You knew she was going to show up here somewhere.
Yeah, that's fair. A very gravelly Tara Strong, if I remember correctly.
Very gravelly Tara Strong. So Raven also flies. She fires off purple blasts and makes things float. Generally does any of the magic, deals with any of the magic villains that they fight. She has the catchphrase, activation phrase, I guess, Azarath Metreon Zinthos, which should have triggered something in all of you who've watched this.
100%.
Her dad is the demon Trigon, who we will talk about more in this episode. Might be relevant to have a demon father in this superhero property.
Yeah. I also think that Trigon is one of the silliest names that comic books
so
has given
funny.
us. It's really funny. So you
just
let your
doesn't sound
bygones
like
be bygones, but now Trigons. Like, this is really dumb.
It's underwhelming as like I don't know if he is canonically DC's Satan, but he's pretty close.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's pretty silly. Like, oh, and our Satan, Trigon.
Trigon.
Yeah. Raven's the goth girl. She's the reason we all will buy anything that the Hot Topic girl tells us to. She's sarcastic. She likes spooky and depressing things. Personality is kind of a Willow from Buffy meets Daria from Daria.
Late series Willow.
Yeah, late series Willow. Next, we have Beast Boy, voiced by Greg Sipes. He's a shapeshifter, specifically turning into animals or green animals, beasts.
Thanks.
That is not limited to earth animals or living animals. He frequently turns into like a dinosaur. He'll turn into aquatic stuff when they do aquatic missions. In the comics, he's like turned into an amoeba before, or like a virus to beat somebody. It's always played pretty fast and loose, like what meets the definition of something he can turn into. And like anything, the rule of cool usually prevails. Sure. He's the goofball slacker character. He always wants to play video games. He's always cracking a joke. Often the source of many of the fart or burp jokes in this kids show. He's also a vegetarian, which he gets ragged on for at least
because it was
every episode.
2005.
Because it was 2005.
Three.
It was in the Bacon era.
This is also one of the like more sympathetic portrayals of a vegetarian from this era, in that like he never they like stop like fully ragging on him at some point, and it's always like when they go out for food, he's like, and I'll have the tofu bacon or something, and is like, yeah, it's a kid's show. But it is very much part of his character that he's a vegetarian because he turns into animals, and therefore
Yeah, makes sense.
empathizes with them a bit more than your average person. From there, we move on to Tara, hero of the series.
Question mark?
Who appears in season 2.
Tommy the White Ranger of the group.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kind of,
Or
yeah.
Tommy the Green Ranger, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. She's voiced by Ashley Johnson. Her powers are controlling quote unquote Earth. So can throw around rock and dirt and stone, anything you would vaguely consider to be Earth in this.
So I like Tara as
Yeah.
you know what? It's a kid show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is a kids show, and we're a feature or bug of this show, depending on how you look at it. I find it to be a feature, is that they don't explain shit. Everything is
Kids don't have time for exposition.
Kids do not have time
true.
for exposition. You do not need to know how Tara's powers work or how Beast Boy's powers work. Just that her eyes glow yellow, and then she throws rocks at the bad guy, and it's cool. Damn it! And that's the ethos of everything in this show.
One thing I remember, because that was like the Tara arc is like what I remember the most of the show. One thing I do remember that I always thought was really cool, how they allowed Tara to be a flyer, because at any point she could just grab a chunk of ground and like float on it.
Yeah.
And again, like you said, like it doesn't matter how it works. That's so silly, but like I was like, yeah, man, cool. That's awesome.
Shut up and watch the superhero cartoon. Don't ask
like,
questions. Yeah. She has a mysterious past. Is not an immediately trustworthy character when she appears, which, you know, I think is pretty cool to have a like more complex character in your Y7 show. Later, as the series runs on, we also meet the Titans East, another group of Teen Titans that
The West Coast Titans?
The West Coast Titans. That appear as the plot needs them to, led by Aqualad, voiced by Will Wheaton,
who at this time was like 40.
Yeah, very much.
Certainly not a
an
lad.
adult man, Will Wheaton. Also on the team are Speedy, Bumblebee, and Masi Menos, speedster characters who only have their powers when they're holding hands because they're twins. They also only speak Spanish in the show, which was really cool to me at the time. Not much else did that.
I do love that they only have powers when they hold hands. It's great.
Yeah. Or when they're touching, I guess. They don't necessarily have to be holding hands. They just have to be touching.
Well, and it's funny. I think like Speedy is always the one that like Robin hates the most.
Yeah.
Like he's definitely like for no good reason other than he's just also very cool.
Yeah.
And like slightly taller than Robin.
Yeah, he's a little. Yeah, he looks just like Robin. He's a little taller and a little bit more muscular, which is funny.
Just stepping in on his cool guy cred.
I remember that the show was also like really good at like making Robin was the cool guy, but like kind of like poking fun. It's like, hey, it's okay to not be like too cool for everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Frequently, Robin and Raven are like humbled for trying to be above the fun the rest of the Titans are having, and they get their licks in as well. This brings us to the villains of the story, the main villains of the show. Kicking it off with Slade, voiced by Ron Perlman, and probably and easily one of the coolest cartoon villains.
Baby's first dark side. I did not know that was Ron Perlman.
Well,
man,
that's awesome.
And to be clear, this is Deathstroke.
Yeah, Slade is
Deathstroke.
Slade is an alias of Deathstroke.
They just didn't want to say Deathstroke as many times as they would needed to.
They did not want to say Deathstroke as many times as they would need to.
I'm sure they probably did at some point.
No, he's Slade. He's Slade through the whole
time,
series.
all the time.
They do not reference that the Deathstroke name at all.
But that's what he is. Oh, that is definitely what he is. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Slade is an alias of Deathstroke in the comics, in like the main comics as well. They just lean on that name the whole show instead. Slade is evil Batman. He does martial arts. He does gadgety, techie crimes, and mostly just farms Aura every time he's on screen.
Yeah, that's a really good description.
Slade rules. We never really find out what his motivations are, and we don't need to. He just shows up, does bad things, and then leaves, but not before like I might be back, Titans. Smoke cloud. Slade rules. He shows up throughout the entire run of the show, and is just the best. Next we have Trigon.
Hey,
Voiced by Kevin Michael Richardson. It's Raven's demon father, and shows up again throughout the whole series. Major plot point in season 4. Does a lot of demon things and has four glowing red eyes, and that's his like signature look. Is something will jump scare you and have four glowing red eyes. Yeah.
Yep.
There's also I don't know if you're going to talk about it, but for extra credit on HBO Max, there is a Teen Titans versus the Justice League.
Yeah.
And Trigon is the villain of that.
Oh, that's cool.
I have not.
It's effectively like he mind controls the Justice League, and he's like, hey, good luck killing Superman. Let me know how that goes for you. An hour and a half later, they
do in fact beat him and evil Superman. Yeah. Our third villain he's the subject of season 3. It's Brother Blood, voiced by John DiMaggio.
Sure. We're hitting all the hits. Is he like anti-cyborg?
He is Cyborg's kind of villain in this show.
Foil or whatever.
He's the principal president of Hive, which is like a villain school, a villain mercenary school.
He looks like he's a red popsicle.
Yeah, he's a red popsicle. So we'll talk about it more, but like his plot is he's got like mind control powers, and Cyborg is one of the only people who can who's able to like consistently resist his mind control because he's half robot. So he thinks to beat him, he's also got to be half robot, and copies like Cyborg's cyborgness in the show.
Can I give you a fun fact about Brother Blood?
Please.
So it's a title, it's a mantle that gets passed down through, I think, family members that all have the last name Blood.
Sure.
And the first Brother Blood got his powers by picking up Jesus's bloody shaw.
What?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Brother Blood in the comics is much more cult leadery than this one is, because
it's a Y7 show.
Because it's a Y7 show, and that would be hard to do.
Yeah, that's also like the 10th generation of Bloods.
Yeah. And then our last big bad is a group of big bads. It's the Brotherhood of Evil, which is the big bad in season 5. It's led by the Brain, which is an evil brain in a jar, an evil psychic brain in a jar.
I love a good brain.
Dude, I can clock Gorilla Grodd from a mile away.
Man, Gorilla Grodd's in there.
What's the little little Pinocchio guy?
Puppet Master.
Puppet Master.
He does.
Honestly, Andrew, Kyle could have said take 10 guesses at the name of that creature. You probably would have gotten it.
I probably would have gotten it. There's a man with a spider on his head.
Which one?
No, it's actually a spider with a human body dangling below it.
Yeah, I think that's it. I forget that. I forget that villain's name.
This is like, I imagine the people that made Harley Quinn started here. Started in this panel specifically.
So, like I've said, this show, when it's not telling telling us stories about one of the 4 villains I just listed out here is a Monster of the Week show with C tier or lower DC villains.
I love it.
You will never see an A or B tier villain. Our C tier villains are the ones I just laid out for us here, and then everything else is like below them, and it's great because they're all insane designs. Just
that character's name is Fang.
yeah, the spider
Sure.
one. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
Huh. The Spider-Man.
I
The true Spider-Man.
think I might be wrong, but I think that in the second panel down on the right side, the thing with the green bulbous lumps, I think is actually an alien from Ben 10 that is
It
like
looks like an
cameo.
alien from Ben 10.
It
kinda
does.
does.
I think Ben 10, the first iteration of Ben 10, had the same like artists and animators do the character design. But no, Matt, this is Plasmus, which
my
is
bad.
just Timu Clayface. But
Okay.
I was going to say, it looks like somebody was trying to draw King Shark without looking.
yeah, but it's Plasmus is like a reoccurring like heavy villain.
Sure.
In the show.
Because
You need a villain that can take a punch.
Yeah, could have been anyone, but yeah, that is the most Ben 10 looking design in the show. It's also like the third Plasmus design in the show because since he's a Clayface type, he shows up like uglier and goopier each time. So yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's the rundown of the villains and our character breakdown. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, I'll run us through each of the season plots. Be right back.
When there's trouble, you know what to do. Call Cyborg, he can shoot a rocket from his shoe. Cause he's Cyborg, doodle, something like that. Oh yeah, na, big fluffy cat, that's right.
All right, we're back. We're going to do a fun run through of the seasons and their overarching arc stories. And we're going to start in the most logical place to do that, season 1. So remember how I said this show doesn't explain shit? Such is the case for the start of the show. We dive right in. Episode 1, the Titans are an established team living in Titan's Tower, which is a giant T-shaped building on an island in the bay of Jump City.
I think it is the coolest superhero like hangout layer.
It's pretty good.
Yeah,
It rules.
Yeah. Jump City is kind of San Diego, kind of Hudson Bay, depending on how you squint at it. It is one of those like it's Springfield in The Simpsons. It is everywhere and nowhere at the same time.
I love how much the tower relies on natural light to light it. That's pretty.
Yeah, a lot of natural light.
Yeah.
It's a 10-story tower in the comics, I found out. So in this first episode, Titans, we get a quick like thank you for hiring Hive infomercial, laying out that Hive is a school that trains like superpowered mercenaries. So we see them getting hired. We see Slade hiring Hive to do a job for him. And we find out that job is to take over Titan's Tower and beat the Teen Titans. And they do that. So 3 members of Hive, Gizmo, Jinx, and Mammoth, shown in the image below Titan's Tower, attack the Titans, are victorious, kick the Titans out of Titan's Tower, and proceed to make themselves at home, generally wreck the place. There's scenes of Mammoth is like he's got like animal-esque powers. He's a heavy.
He's like Sabretooth.
He's like Sabretooth is a great comparison, Matt. He's like going through their fridge and eating all their food.
Sure.
Gizmo goes through their CDs and like starts throwing out all the CDs he thinks aren't any good. Jinx goes into Raven's room and starts playing with all her occult things. Generally invading everyone's space, doing the most villainous things a Y7 show could think of for that. So the Titans regroup and through the power of friendship defeat these three like F-list villains, taking their tower back.
I think you see
Teen
these
Titans.
three like do that kind of thing a couple times.
Yeah,
They're definitely like the crossbones of Civil War.
Yeah.
Like they're just there to get the plot going.
They show up in the rest of the series as like when we drop in Meteor Res to like an ongoing thing.
Like
it's one of these three,
like a Team
usually.
Rocket sort of situation.
Yeah.
sort of a Team Rocket. They're bad enough that have to be dealt with, but not so bad that we're ever worried about the
Lovable.
Titans when they fight them again.
I just remember Gizmo is just the biggest dweeb.
Oh, Gizmo's a huge dweeb. Super dork. So the episode wraps. We see like in what would be an MCU like post-credit scene, but it aired on broadcast television, so you can't put anything important after the credits. We see the Hive like head mistress apologizing to Slade for the failure, but Slade claims the mission a success with his existence now announced to the team. So we get some Monster of the Week episodes for the rest of the season, introducing us to some C and D tier DC villains, often acting out plans on Slade's behalf. They're usually like stealing, the doohickey of the week for Slade. And through this, Robin becomes obsessed with figuring out who Slade is, what his motives are. This leads to an episode where Robin has to call out of every mission as things are attacked around the city by various villains stealing things for Slade. And we learn that the one stealing everything for Slade is Robin in an undercover persona called Red X. Who he dons this persona to try and get closer to Slade. There's a whole episode where the team figures out. They get mad at him.
Yeah, like pretty shitty, Robin.
Yeah. Robin's kind of a dick sometimes.
Yeah. Well, they gotta teach the Machiavellian principles of the ends justify the means in a Y7 show. And how else could you do that?
Yeah. This is very much ripped from the comics, where like Robin is aged up a bit in there. He's like Nightwing and he does all this. But it plays into the obsessive nature of this Robin.
Well, in this one, I don't know if you said this at the beginning. This is the Dick Grayson Robin.
So the show they don't go into like secret identities.
Oh, they don't come out. You're right.
There's a handful of Easter eggs that are like, it's Dick Grayson Robin. In that, like, there's a jump ahead to the future episode at one point where he becomes Nightwing, which is a Dick Grayson thing.
Yep.
And then there's if I say the great and powerful kazoo from the Flintstones, does that?
Man.
Yeah, there's like a kazoo version of Robin that shows up, and he does like
Matt
an
went on
anagram.
another planet for a second.
You're really hitting me, man.
It's a Batmite version of Robin is the better comparison, but he does a thing that like spells out Dick Grayson if you unjumble the letters. So it is Dick Grayson, but like doesn't matter.
Does Robin ever like reference Batman, or is like Batman like Batman and the other Justice League like referenced it all in the show?
He does at the end of this arc, and I'll kind of tell you where it happens in this arc. So So Robin learns that these things being stolen by and for Slade are parts that can be combined to create bombs and a detonator, and that Slade intends to use these to like hold the city hostage or blow it up. Again, we never really learn Slade's motivations except he's a bad guy who does bad things, and that's all that we need to know.
But like you said, that's a perfect foil for someone like a Robin who needs to know everything. That's interesting. That's cool. I like that.
While Robin is like the Red X persona, Slade infects all the Titans with nanobots that can kill them at his command. And this is like the real plan he was trying to enact. This is the real end phase of all the things he was stealing. And he uses these nanobots and their ability to kill the Titans to blackmail Robin into being like an apprentice for him. Because that is a reoccurring thing for Slade, that he wants an apprentice to train. And this is where the Batman reference comes in. Slade says something like, something, I could be like a father to you. And then Robin like gets all steel faced, like, I already have a father. And the camera like pans to like, what is clearly Wayne Tower, but isn't labeled. And then like
and
bats,
the crowd goes wild.
and bats fly out of it. And the Batman animated series music plays for a split second. And then it cuts back. And that is the only Batman reference we get in like this.
If this were 2025, there would already have been a YouTube video featuring Eric Voss about that moment.
Teen Titans Go does that more. There are way more Batman references in Teen Titans Go. This whole arc ends with Robin working as an apprentice to Slade. He gets a cool Slade matching costume, except he's Robin. But then he infects himself with the same nanobots, and basically tells Slade, you can kill your apprentice, me, or you can let the Titans live. And Slade kind of is like, all right, you got me. And leaves. He's just like, okay, I don't want to kill my apprentice, I guess, and backs off. And that's season 1. It's a fun little intro to the Titans. Season 2 is the one with Tara.
The best one.
The best one. The one that was on all the time. If you watched Cartoon Network in this time, you saw enough of season 2 to know what I'm talking about.
You're gonna talk about it, but back like before you could just stream this.
Yeah.
You get to the cliffhanger of an episode where Tara leaves and you're like, what the fuck?
But what?
Yeah.
What?
And
I need to know.
And if you're like watching a marathon, the plot episodes are always like broken up with then the not plot episodes.
Right.
So then you gotta watch one of like where they gotta get Killer Moth's baby back to him before he destroys the city. And then the marathon ends and switches on to something else, and you never get the resolution for that Tara episode you wanted.
Yep. Well, I didn't, and I'm excited.
Good. So when fighting a giant scorpion kaiju, the Titans are assisted by a new hero, Tara. So like, they're fighting. It's not looking great. And then Tara shows up and is like, ha, rocks at the scorpion. I win. Aren't you guys glad I showed up?
Scorpions are weak too. Rocks.
Scorpions are bug type is weak to rock type. So it tracks.
Hit a bug with a rock. It'll be weak, I tell you.
See what happens.
The Titans take her back to Titan Tower to celebrate, with the team minus Beast Boy not fully trusting her at this point. Beast Boy has a crush on her, befriends her, so he's more bought in, but everyone else is like, hey, if you're a hero with powers, why do we just learning about you right now? We don't like
befriends
that. Beast Boy befriends Tara. Mm-hmm. Beast Boy.
They have a party without Beast Boy because he is friends with Tara.
No, they all she comes back. They all go back to Titan's Tower. Tara is there.
But Beast Boy trusts her.
But everyone else is kind of like, what's your deal?
Yeah.
While we party with you, Beast Boy is more fully bought in.
Heard. Got it.
Yeah.
I also remember this being like hands down the best relationship of this show.
Yes.
It's really good.
Yeah. During this party or after this party, Tara confides in Beast Boy that she isn't fully in control of her powers, that her powers sometimes get away from her. She does something that's a little too big for her to control, but she's working on it, and that's kind of why she's a little secretive and hasn't really been on the scene until now. Later, different episode, Slade attacks, and the Titans are able to fight him off with the help of Tara, although the signs of Tara's lack of control become more evident to the rest of the Titans now. She does a big attack. It kind of gets away from her for a bit, and she's able to bring it back in. But Robin and Raven specifically kind of see that and start to put the clues together. Hey, she might not fully know what she's doing here with these Earth powers. Back at the tower, Robin kind of doesn't even confront her about it. Is just kind of hey, I noticed you had trouble with your powers in that last fight. We want to help you learn to control them better. And Tara doesn't like that her secret is out and thinks Beast Boy told the rest of the team about it and leaves feeling betrayed. Tara leaves feeling betrayed. Jump ahead another couple of episodes, and Tara returns. She comes back to Titan's Tower and is like, hey guys, I figured it out. I've got control of my powers. No one worry. I'm ready to join the team. Everyone is skeptical.
Everyone worried.
Everyone is worried, including Beast Boy. But Raven is the biggest doubter here in this episode. Slade attacks the tower with very Earth specific means. They're giant drilling robot worms. He's trying to sink the tower into the ground or whatever. And Tara and Raven work together to win the day, earning Tara a spot on the team, earning Raven's trust, which then is used to win over everyone else. Short-term victory assured. We move on to the next episode driving this plot forward, which is Tara and Beast Boy go on a little date. They're on a Ferris. They're at an amusement park at Jersey Shore, basically. And they're on a Ferris wheel and doing date stuff when Slade attacks Titan's Tower once again. And he wins in this. He's able to take out Robin, Cyborg, Raven, and Starfire until Beast Boy and Tara come back and save the day here. As he escapes, though, Slade reveals that Tara is his new apprentice, and that's how she's able to have control of her powers. And she leaves with Slade after this confrontation. So everyone's mad at Beast Boy because he's still trying to defend her, yada, yada. And Slade sends Tara back to attack the Titans, who is now able to defeat them with full control of her powers. And everyone is see, Beast Boy, told you we couldn't trust her, so forth and so on. The Titans regroup. They come up with a plan to take down Tara and get their tower back. When she releases 3 season 1 villains, Plasmus, Cinderblock, and Overload. They're three heavies.
Who cares?
Yeah. They're definitely 3 who cares villains.
Are they all villains with Earth-based adjacent powers?
No, but they are quote unquote elemental in a way.
Sure.
Plasmus is poison, toxic sludge. Cinderblock is a big rock guy, and Overload is anthropomorphized electricity.
All right.
This is, yeah. Do you have something, Matt?
No.
Oh, okay. This is all just a decoy to get the Titans out of hiding. The real plan was to separate them so Slade and Tara can pick them off one by one.
I remember this. This was like the height of this arc.
This is like part 1 of the season finale here. Yeah. So Slade and Tara win. Slade takes over Jump City with whatever that means in a Y7 show.
Sure.
The city is overrun with crime now. It's a scary city instead of a nice,
kind of like
fun
it's like
city.
that one Sonic game when Eggman takes over, but the only difference is there's just a bunch of robots when there wasn't before.
Yeah. Everything looks more. There's more broken windows and
the sky is dark
and rubble in the street, and the sky is dark. So the Titans have regrouped once again. They manage to confront Tara and are pissed for betraying them. And she's like, well, Slade's the one that helped me. He's the only one that's been able to get me to control my powers. I don't care. I'm going to go back and go listen to him. And so she goes back to Slade, feeling doubtful, expressing doubt over what she helped him do. And Slade basically tells her, like, you were only a means to an end of me taking over the city.
Oof.
You're nothing now. I don't need you anymore. Bye. And
Brutal.
And kicks her out. So feeling completely rejected by both her friends, her hero friends, and now Slade, she is able to meet up with Beast Boy one last time, asking him to finish her off, in quotes, like Y7 for just kill me, please. I'm not like, I'm ashamed of what I've done. I'm ashamed that I've been betrayed, that I betrayed my only friends and listened to this villain. And he tells her that, like, no, I'm not going to do that. You did these things. You have to live with those consequences. Only you can are responsible for your redemption here. And then goes back to the Titans to try and beat Slade. Yeah, it's heavy.
Yeah, that's a lot for a Y7 show in 2004.
Yeah. The Titans try one last time to take down Slade, but still fail. Just when their defeat seems imminent, Tara comes back seeking redemption by taking down Slade. And she does that. She's buries herself and Slade in an avalanche, kind of sacrificing herself to take down the villain, and succeeds. They're both buried in rubble. The Titans are unable to recover either of them. They're both missing after this avalanche. And they honor Tara with a memorial statue on their island, with Slade being taken care of once and for all.
Once and for all.
Once and for all, Todd. Don't need to worry about Slade showing up ever again.
Definitely not.
Good.
This takes us to season 3. This is a cyborg heavy season. It's also the Brother Blood season.
Yeah, I think this was probably my favorite season. These 2, 3, and 4 are the ones I've seen the most and are the peak Teen Titans. Yeah.
So the Titans learn that Hive is up to something vaguely bad, and they want to find out what it is. So they send Cyborg undercover as a new initiate to Hive, as Stone, a person with all of Cyborg's powers, but he's like a rock man. They use holograms to make him not look like Cyborg, is the hand wavy explanation. And Cyborg finds out the plan is whatever the plan of their new headmaster is, Brother Blood, who's now in charge of Hive. Cyborg gets found out. And no, sorry, Cyborg doesn't get found out yet. But the Cyborg really likes not being a robot man at this school. He likes that everyone thinks he's stone and appreciates him for what he's able to do when he's like constantly butting heads with Robin over like decisions the Teen Titans make. So he decides, no, to figure out what's going on here, I need to stay at Hive where I'm cool and the best, not go back to the Teen Titans to help them where I have to listen to Robin, is kind of the like the moral arc of this season. So he does that. He stays there. Brother Blood learns that he's Cyborg, and when he mind controls everyone at Hive. So Brother Blood enacts his plan, which is a bit more defined than any of Slade's plans have been to this point, which is like he wants to mind control the world. So everyone is under Brother Blood's control. And Cyborg,
all these villain plans are like, it's very step 1, mind control the world. Step 2, step 3, profit.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
every single one of them.
Yeah.
So that plan is foiled when Cyborg is able to resist Brother Blood's mind control. He's the only person who's able to do it, and that's because of his it is thought to be because of his cyborg implants. Right. So
just like Fry in that episode with the brain aliens.
Just like Fry in that episode with the brain aliens. Thank you, Andrew. Yes. So Brother Blood sends a team to break into Titan's tower. They steal Cyborg's schematics, and he creates a bunch of like fully robot versions of Cyborg to distract the Titans, while he himself is outfitted with his own cyborg implants, thinking that this is the reason Cyborg was able to resist him, and now with these implants he'll be able to control Cyborg as well. Yada yada. Plot happens. The Titans East get involved. More mind control happens, and Cyborg is still able to resist this mind control and beat Brother Blood, not because he's a cyborg, but because of how human he actually is instead. That's the real lesson here, is believing in yourself and willpower will stop you from joining a evil mind control cult.
It's a good lesson. It's a good lesson to take.
It's a good lesson. Season 4. Slade returns.
No, what? You said he was gone for good.
Kyle.
Slade
I
returns.
Believed you.
This time, however, he has a glowing red rune on his forehead and sick-ass fire powers.
Hell yeah, he does.
Something he didn't have before. He doesn't care about Robin anymore. He seems very interested in Raven, repeating over and over that I have to deliver a message to Raven, while he kicks the Titans' ass up and down Jump City. He has a message to reveal to Raven, and that message is the prophecy is, it's time for the prophecy to come to fruition. You are the portal, and Trigon is here.
Oh, Raven's got to go home to lead the family business.
Yep.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Slade is working for Trigon. Trigon, when Raven was born, it was prophesied that she will be the portal with which Trigon conquers the world, and that's all happening now. This episode ends with all these runes, like Slade burning these runes into Raven, and results in some very suggestive imagery for a Y7 show that happened.
Yeah,
it happened.
Probably only happens when you get to season 4 of one of these shows.
Yeah,
and somebody gross gets their hands on it after it makes a bunch of money.
It's also noted that season 4 is the first season that didn't then run on Kids WB later, and is when it like this more directly is ripped out of the comics than any of the previous.
I mean,
things.
if the timeline is correct, we've hit 2005, which I think was kind of the beginning of the end of Kids WB
in general,
the golden age. Yeah.
So Slade comes after delivering this message that the prophecy is happening. Slade just leaves. His job is done. Until the next part of Trigon's plan has to happen. Then Slade comes back again. That's a recurring theme here. Slade leaves, he comes back. We learn that Slade is doing this for payment of some kind. We don't know what, but he expects to get something from Trigon after this is all done.
Surely that will work out.
Surely the demon, the giant evil demon, will not betray this man at all. We learn more about the prophecy, which this is where we get like all the exposition of Raven is from another plane, another dimension. Azarath is that plane. That's where part of that catchphrase comes from. And was born of a Azrathian. Her mother is Azrathian. Her dad's a demon. So she's part of this prophecy to bring the demon to the world. Slade torments her some more, telling her that it's inevitable. Trigon's gonna win and use her to kill all her friends and Earth and everything she loves. And kind of giving up here, Raven accepts that this prophecy is going to happen and finally tells the rest of the Titans about it, who are like, man, that sucks. We're gonna make sure that doesn't happen. Don't leave, please. Cause she wants to leave because she thinks she's going to kill all her friends. Finally, it is time for the prophecy. Raven wakes up one morning. She's covered in the same red runes. She has visions of the world ending, knowing it's time. It's time. Slade attacks, kidnaps Raven, takes her to essentially the entrance of hell, to fulfill this prophecy. It's the DC version of hell. And it happens. This is a 3-part season finale. So season 1 is like Slade takes her there, and it ends with it happen. Episode 1, Slade takes her there. Episode 2, it happens. Raven kind of gives up. Trigon comes to power. And then episode 3 is the Titans are like, no, we're not going to give up and let this demon man win. Raven, come back. You can help us.
Fight God with the power of friendship.
They fight God with the power of friendship, quite literally, and win. Raven,
sick.
Yeah, it's really great. Season 5 is the Doom Patrol season.
This is giving Scrubs season 9.
Yeah. So this is one I did not see any of this until I started preparing for this episode, to the point where I went, Doom Patrol is in this? Does the Matt know?
Right.
Yeah, that's wild. Like the Trigon thing is like 100% was meant to be the end of the show.
Yeah.
Yes. I remember that's, I think, mostly what I remember of this season is like, oh man, they're doing more Teen Titans. I figured we were done, and watching this season and being like, okay, so we were done.
Yeah,
I think we're done.
Yeah. So I don't have as much to say on this season. We learned Beast Boy was a member of the Doom Patrol before he was a Titan. He is constantly getting scolded at by the Doom Patrol's leader. Is it is it mental, Mr. Mental or Mental? It's
Oh
something
my god,
like
I have
that.
no idea, man.
Let me see if I can find it here.
I also remember Doom Patrol being in Teen Titans, but like nothing about them, because when Max announced the Doom Patrol show, I was like, oh, they were in the last season of Teen Titans, and that was all I had known about the Doom Patrol.
Yeah. Yeah. So Doom Patrol is it's the leader, Mr. Mental, who's like a psychic. It's Robot Man, who is a robot man. It's like dropped as a like blink and you'll miss it line that he's kind of the precursor to all of Cyborg's technology. He's like an early version of everything in Cyborg. And then there's Mr. Negative, who can astral project himself. And then I forget her name, but a woman with like electric powers. And that's Doom Patrol.
It's very different from the Brendan Fraser one.
Very different from the Brendan Fraser one.
Yeah, except for
Danny
Robot
Street.
Man.
Except for
Dan-
Robot Man.
Danny
Robot
the
Man.
Street, I do not believe is in Teen Titans. I'm almost certain.
Unpack that one to the Teen Titans.
Yeah, Danny the Street is not in Teen Titans. So the Titans are hanging out. Beast Boy's being extra the comedic one, and the Titans are looking annoyed by him when we get a distress call from Doom Patrol, basically saying like, hey, Beast Boy, we're in trouble. We wouldn't reach out to you like this unless we were like super screwed because we kicked you off the team. Sorry about that, but come save us. And the Titans do. They go save them. The Doom Patrol is still super mean to Beast Boy, even though he saved their lives.
That's awful.
And we get introduced to the Brain, which is our big bad, and the Brotherhood of Evil, which is just all the villains and then some more that we have seen throughout the rest of the show, except they're in a team now. And that's it. It's a big team up season. The Titans East come back to help fight the Brotherhood of Evil. Beast Boy learns that like he can be silly and himself and a valuable member of the team, and they win and everyone's happy. And that's
It does
that's the
sound
season.
like, maybe save for Starfire, everybody got like a big season arc. And,
Yeah,
like,
Starfire-
they needed to do one for Beast Boy.
Starfire did not get a season arc, but like season 1 is definitely Robin's story.
Yeah.
Season 2,
I guess
is-
season 2 you could argue is Beast Boys.
season 2 is kind of Beast Boys. The wiki says it's Terra's arc, which
Yeah.
That
tracks. Season 3 is Cyborg. Season 4 is Raven, and then we get Beast Boy.
I definitely feel like season 1, they tried to make it a Robin and Starfire arc.
you're
It's
right.
100% Robin's arc, but I think Starfire is like coming to terms with being on Earth and how weird she is
That's-
played as a secondary plot to
And
Beast
that's-
Boy having
That's kind
friends.
of
or Robin.
peppered throughout like the whole show. We get a few episodes just throughout of Starfire coming to terms with like the fish out of water-ness of her story. Season 4 has kind of a standalone episode where she is the stand-in, and they do like a very special episode on racism where this alien guy comes to Earth. He's like, I need help, but don't let that filthy Tamaranian help me.
Oh, cool.
And
Got
like
it.
talks
Nice.
about her like that the whole episode before Cyborg. The only black character on the show is like, hey, this sounds like racism. This seems like this guy is being racist to you, Starfire. And she's like, oh, what's that? He hates you because of who you are and can't change about yourself. And it's a whole like special episode on racism. It's actually pretty good
it.
for how I described it, but it definitely also happens. That's it. There's a movie, Trouble in Tokyo. It exists kind of outside this continuity. Matt, have you seen Trouble in Tokyo? I did not get time to watch it.
I mean, like once a long time ago.
Sure.
It's very much the Teen Titans do a Rugrats Go to Paris. Like they're just doing Teen Titans in Tokyo.
Yeah. I know there's a bit where they like literalize and act out the Japanese lyrics of the theme song, which apparently are quite different. Like the translated Japanese lyrics are nothing like the English lyrics to the theme song. And so like there's a bit where they act out the literalized version, but it's like a villain we don't see again until it appears in that that pan over of everyone in the Brotherhood of Evil.
Kind of the most anime thing to have an OVA.
It's true.
Incredibly
straight to DVD
anime.
OVA. So
this is where I should talk about Teen Titans Go and Titans, the show on Max. Teen Titans Go, like I said, is like it's an aged down, not non-serialized version of the show. All the voice actors come back and voice act themselves, including Ron Perlman and John DiMaggio when those characters show up. They show up much less frequently than they do in the original run because of reasons. It is not bad. It is very much not intended for us. It is not it is a way to like continue a property that had some success and focus grouped out anything that wasn't working and focus grouped in everything that was working, which
I don't know how, oh my God, 415 episodes.
Oh, baby.
What did they do?
Idea.
What did they do? There's 10 seasons. Holy
10
cow.
seasons. There's a lot of it's very tongue in cheek and self-referential. There is a Teen Titans Go movie where they meet the regular Teen Titan versions of themselves and play with that as a bit.
I mean, this is still on.
It's still on.
That's incredible.
It's incredibly popular. It's incredibly cheap to produce.
Yeah.
They can just crank it. They can crank these episodes out super fast. And that's why it has kind of come back around to like, if you do watch it, it is good because there's just so much of it now that it's like, if you're still watching this, you must really like the show. So we're just going to do things that we're going to do a lot of DC stuff in this show that like
keep running the play.
The play. Titans on Max was a show that
was a show.
One of the shows of all time.
It is accurate to the comics in that the 80s run of the comics was very edgy for the sake of being edgy. It was very like, this is for the kids too old to read comics. And that's kind of what this show tried to be too, is like, this isn't your kids' comics. Like, we do edgy shit. And that's all I know about that show too, is that it just tried really hard to be TVMA and suffered for it, and it got canceled pretty quickly after it started.
TikTok fed me a video the other day,
Teen Titans,
about a girl like rallying really passionately for, I think it was the costume design of Titans on Max, and that everything about this show was terrible, but that the costumes were like the best representation of these beloved DC characters. And I think that is both cool and very sad.
Yeah. Yeah, I do think that if you have to like hang your hat on, but the costumes matched the comics the best, that's not a good sign for your show.
Yeah. I'm on the wiki, so it looks like Cyborg isn't in there at all.
No, Cyborg So in the intervening years, except for Teen Titans Go, Cyborg got promoted to the Justice League because the Justice League is painfully white.
Yeah.
And they were looking for any character of color with relevance to add to it. And that's why Cyborg got promoted.
Yeah. Something that the Zack Snyder Justice
Robins.
League did a great job with.
Yeah. Three. That's the other part, is that they have all 3 Robins, because all the Robins, there are multiple Robins in the Batman story, if you don't know that. And they all 3 of them do cycle through the Teen Titans at different points in time, because that's kind of the whole point of the comic, is to like give Robin something to do besides be Batman's sidekick.
Sure.
So they're all there. Dick Grayson, Nightwing, is still number 1 in the show and in our hearts.
I've never heard of Jason Todd until today.
He's the Red Hood.
He's the Red
Not the Red Hood.
The Red Hood.
It is the Red Hood. You're right. Yeah.
Jason Todd, famous. The quick rundown on Jason Todd.
Yeah.
Jason Todd is the Robin that got killed.
The Killing Joke or whatever it was called.
No, it's Under the Red Hood is the. Jason Todd gets killed by the Joker, and then gets brought back via the Lazarus pits or whatever, and he's a more like, he tries to be a more violent Batman. He's like, I'm gonna do what you couldn't and kill the Joker because the Joker killed me. The lore there, and this is what really happened, is like right before a break, because comics are also on like a season schedule where they like will not come out for a few months. So like the break ended on a cliffhanger with the Joker having kidnapped Jason Todd and has him is like, what should I do with you? And DC kicked it to the readers of like, hey, what do you want us to do to Jason Todd? And overwhelmingly the write-in was, kill him. We don't like Jason Todd. Kill him. So they did.
Holy shit.
and then used that later, had him come back as the Red Hood. But like, that's the lore there of like, like, kill him. It's the 80s. We want to see some shit.
Yeah.
That's funny. So so Tight 30 on like, I'm guessing Titans isn't on anymore. What happened to Titans?
It was bad. It was a bad show. It came out right in that period of it was right after the Justice League movie debacle, right before the Black Adam The Rock debacle.
Oh yeah.
And all of it, Justice League, Black Adam, and Titans kind of all contributed to ending that continuity, handing the reins to James Gunn and Superman 2025. So it all comes full circle back to our opening.
Hey, look at that.
Yeah.
It was
Not us being so back.
It was not part of the Arrowverse, which was the only successful live action DC shows. And I think Max was trying really hard to like do their Arrowverse.
Yeah.
Because I think Titans was supposed to be in the same continuity
as Doom Patrol.
Well, as Doom Patrol, and also the shelved Batgirl that we're legally never allowed to watch.
Yeah. All of those were...
What's the Arrowverse Superman?
Brandon Ruth? No. The wide-jawed man.
The one that looks like Superman.
Yeah, exactly. You know it.
He never got his own show. He only appeared in Supergirl, I think.
And
the
Lois
Crisis
and
on Infinite Earths thing with them.
Yeah.
there was the Lois and Clark or something like that.
That's the Dean Cain one, isn't it?
Yes, but there was
Lois,
another one. Like there's a newer version, but I don't think it was
Superman and Lois.
Superman and Lois. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those should not be as close related as they are.
Tyler Hoechlin is the actor's name.
Wide-jawed man. Look him up.
Wide-jawed man.
You're right. He's got a white jaw.
Wide ass jaw.
By all
in a negative
accounts,
way.
he's a good good Superman.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, my TikTok reinforces this on a regular basis.
He had the unfortunate timing of getting on at the end of Arrowverse as its popularity was waning. And
Yeah.
And again, just no
on
one
a
knew what
weekly
to do.
basis. I don't know. I still don't know what this is from, but on a weekly basis, my YouTube and TikTok algorithm serve me the scene where they brought back Tom Welling's Smallville Superman and the guy from the guy from 2.5 Men being Lex Luthor.
Oh,
And I get that
Oh.
clip once a week and without context, but just reminds me that the Arrowverse was a thing that
Dude,
existed.
the Arrowverse got
the Arrowverse
nutty
was so
towards
good
the end.
It got
until
wild.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
It got so bad that the Reddit turned to a Daredevil Reddit for a little bit, if you remember that.
Yeah,
Well, it was because it was Felicity and Friends
Yeah.
for a
Yeah.
while.
it sure was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any lingering thoughts on Teen Titans? Is anyone going to fire up
Show-
their Amazon Prime subscription?
I don't have
and watch
Prime,
it?
so you guys report back.
Teen
but
Titans is
kicks
cool.
ass.
Teen
Yeah,
Titans is
kicks
cool.
ass.
Yeah. I this is quintessential me being into superheroes. DC had a real stranglehold on me. Like honestly, up until 2006, 2007. And
Right up
so
until
much-
the MCU got a stranglehold on you.
No, it was Ghost Rider. It was Nick Cage's Ghost Rider.
Yeah, it was Ghost Rider.
Nick Cage came to his house.
yeah.
Yeah. Raven turned Matt into a man, but Ghost Rider made Matt self-actualize.
Yeah, it's true. But like these WB shows of like Batman Beyond, Static Shock, Teen Titans, all of this shit,
Yeah.
man. It's so much the reason that I love the genre as much as I do, and it rules. And I probably am going to go back and watch it. I don't know that I'm going to get through 65 episodes in a movie, but I'm going to try.
Matt, it's okay if the Japanese theme song starts. You don't
I
need
can
to watch
skip
that
it.
one.
Yeah.
That's the filler.
Yeah.
Listeners out there, this is a call to action. I am give me a reason to not go back and watch all of Smallville. Just do it.
Oh.
Just do it, listeners.
What I heard, Andrew, was listeners, please commission a Smallville flavor text.
Yes.
Here's
what I heard.
Here's my take. I bet that Smallville has some like awesome moments, but
I need to watch the episodes with the English opening.
dude, I bet that doesn't hold up.
I bet it holds up. I bet it
think
has
so.
some icky parts, but I bet it holds up.
Yeah, I'm sure it has inky
Yeah.
parts. It was also a Monster of the Week.
It was Monster of the Week. I know. So I have had a hell of a time lately differentiating opinions about Superman properties that are good and opinions about Superman properties that are coming from people who can't give up that Zack Snyder is not
Right.
in charge of Superman anymore. That has been my whole Twitter feed has just been like Zack Snyder fanboys go like refusing to accept anything good about the new movie and then using other Superman properties to like back that up. But the general consensus does seem to be Smallville largely holds up.
Okay.
It's also just like 24 episodes a season, hour-long episodes, and there's only
You got to dive through the cruft.
there's a lot of filler. Like there is
There's
still a lot
3
of
episodes of him powering up.
Yeah, it's still a WB show. Like it's
It's
a
still a
WB show that
WB
aired
show.
before and after Gilmore Girls.
filler. Yes.
Only because
Before
Gilmore
and
Girls
after.
changed time slots a lot. Yes.
Yeah.
But on the whole is supposed to be pretty good. And like
Yeah.
towards the end of it does bring in a bunch of like starts to bring in like I know Cyborg a cyborg character,
cool.
a character who's supposed to be
Cyborg-like.
cyborg-like. They never they get really like, well, we don't want to say it's the Flash, but like the Flash is there kind of thing. Like
that was peak like Brett Ratner's X-Men, where like we don't have like nobody has costumes.
No one has costumes.
Names.
Yeah. My TikTok gives me the ending scene of the Flash episode of Smallville, where Tom Welling is running with whoever is Barry Allen in the most 2000s high speed you've ever seen. Yeah, it's tight.
Yeah. And then there. If you need more DC TV shows, there is Smallville, and there is the entire Arrowverse, which is Arrow, The Flash.
Nah, I can't do that.
You can watch Gorilla Grodd go back in time to kill Barack Obama.
Heroes of Tomorrow, I think, is the next one after it like spins off of The Flash.
Heroes of Tomorrow was the moment where I was like, what are we doing?
And then
I just looked Legends of Tomorrow. Legends of Tomorrow has 7 seasons.
Yeah, man. Because they just started ram jamming their new favorite hero out of a different thing that couldn't fit anywhere else.
Yeah.
I think Supergirl was good, right?
It all
was fine.
apparently
I think it was for the majority of it. A lot of it was pretty good. Arrow lost its way.
All of the Arrowverse shows have like 3 solid seasons, and then 4 seasons of like, what are we doing? And that is
they all suffer from supernatural syndrome.
Yes. Well, and that is true for Legends of Tomorrow, and that is true for Supergirl.
And it's tough when you think about, I think the Flash held up pretty good, but even then, at a certain point in time, you're like, how many speedsters can he fight? How many times can he fight the fastest, newest thing?
Yeah. Season 1 Flash does have the benefit of having, what's his name as Reverse Flash? I forget the actor's name. He's JD's brother in Scrubs.
Yes.
Tom.
He sticks around for a while, I think.
Yeah.
He's not like Reverse Flash after a while.
From another WB show.
Yeah. He was absolutely on WB's retainer.
Because he was on, wasn't he on Felicity or something? He was on one of those early 2000s era shows.
Where Tom Cavanaugh.
Yeah.
Is the actor's name. Danielle Panabaker's in it too. Who my God, of Disney, of DCOM fame.
He's in Ed. That was what I was thinking of. Ed.
That's Teen Titans. Is any last thoughts? No? Great. Thank you, listeners, for listening to Debate This. You can follow along with the arguments on Instagram, YouTube, and Patreon at DebateThisCast, or on our website at debatethiscast.com. You can support Debate This more and commission your own flavor text by going to patreon.com/debatethiscast. For $5 a month, you get access to our monthly Patreon exclusive show, Deconstructed, and all backlogged episodes of our D&D show, The Office Drones. And for $65, you can commission your own flavor text. Right? Is it a one-time payment of $65?
60.
60. Great. Even better. Until next time, I'm Kyle Harper.
I'm Matt. You gotta take the tower back, Cole.
I'm Todd. My favorite Jedi is Qui-Gon Jinn Thomas.
And I'm Andrew. Holy shit, Smallville has 10 seasons. I take it back. Henderson.
We're saying thanks for debating with us, and if you think we're wrong, you can come fight us behind the swing sets, nerds.
What do you do with 10 seasons?